Hey. I was thinking. So I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts with you. A couple of years ago, I decided to participate in a course at Emory. It was a compassion training course. Who knew? I didn't even know such a course existed. I happened to run across it and I was interested. And so I participated in the 8-week training program. It was so good. We learned how to cultivate compassion for others as well as ourselves. And so I was really excited as I went through the program. And when it was over, I was like, what's next? Like, these are my people. I didn't want to lose them. And so I decided to join the community that meditates together. There's people from all over the world. And 5 days a week, this community comes together and we meditate. I don't get to do it every day or the 5 days, but when I can do it, I do. And so this morning, I decided to join the group. And when we were meditating, I heard a dog bark. My first thought was like, Gigi, be quiet. Gigi was my Yorkie. And I remembered she's not here. After 16 and a half years, I had to put my dog down back in April 17th to be exact. And that was the first time that I thought I heard her bark. But when I went back into my meditative state, I decided to use my Gigi as a focus point. When we start our meditation, we start with a moment of nurturance, remembering something or someone who had nurtured us. It gives us the space to feel safe. And so I say, you know what? It's going to be about Gigi today. And I thought about the time when she was with me when I went through my 2 cancer experiences. She was right there. It's as though she knew. She didn't know, right? They have that sense. But I chose to focus on her last day with me. That morning when I had to put her down, she gave me all the kisses in the world. I normally didn't let her kiss me, but I knew this was it. So I just let her kiss as much as she wanted to. And so that grounded me for my meditation. It was a good meditation. And when I came out of it, I started thinking about yesterday. Yesterday, I had gone to a meeting. This meeting was an hour away from my home. And I wasn't feeling the best. A couple of days ago, I had a procedure which required anesthesia. And I kind of felt like I was under the influence of anesthesia. More than a day had passed, but I just didn't feel the best. I could taste it in my throat. It was still all up in my throat and my mouth. I was feeling a little loopy, not loopy in the sense of I can't keep my balance, but I just was off a little bit. And so I was thinking to myself, I probably shouldn't go. But I had told people I was going to be there and I wanted to support someone. And so I went. When I got there, that's when I recognized it was the wrong move. I wasn't feeling well, but yet I had to press through this thing. And as I drove back home in the dark around 8:30 at night, I started thinking like, why did I do that? I mean, yes, I wanted to support someone and I wanted to see some other people that were there. But why didn't I take care of myself? When I speak about compassion or think about compassion, it's always compassion for others. But what about myself? So I decided to give myself grace in that moment. Like, you are not going to sit here and kick your butt because you made that decision. Give yourself some grace. But I also realized in that moment that it's okay to put me first. I should have stayed at home. I wish I would have stayed at home, but I didn't. And the reason is because I put, like many others, I tend to put people ahead of myself. I'm like, I can press through this thing. But why? Because if I'm not good, then I cannot be good for anyone else. And so I want to ask you, I don't know if I said that right. And so I want to ask you, do you put yourself first? And if you don't, why? Most of us are guilty. I tend to think that I do a little bit better. I don't have a kid or husband, but still, I find myself putting other people first. I know I have to do better at being selfish. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you take heed too and recognize that you are worth being selfish. Alrighty, take care.